Hi guys. Y'all probably like, why the hell she on here eating with a tampon and a maxi pad in front of her? And, well, first of all, I don't even like brownies. I'm not even a big chocolate eater, right? Maybe it's because it's that time. I don't know. TMI, right? My bad. Or whatever. Anyway, but these are so good. Like, and it's not because I'm on the red. They're actually really good. They're these mini Oreo brownie cupcakes. They're actually really good. Anyway, I've been thinking about it for a while. Talking to the ladies. And also to the guys who are raising girls who have, or at some point will, have a period. Don't mind my pockets. I'm sitting here, you know, not really fully dressed. But this isn't about me. Alright, I just have to cover up, you know, so y'all don't see all my lady business, because it's none of your business. Anyway, I'm tired. Can you see? Whatever. Anyway, I digress. Back to the matter at hand. So, when I used to work in corporate and I would go to the restroom, the women, first of all, half the bitches didn't even wash their hands when they were done. Right? And I almost dropped it on my mouth. And it's crazy because if you ask any of them, they would not agree with that. Most of them wouldn't agree with that, right? Because a lot of them come, sprinkle their fingers under the water, dry their hands and walk out. That's fucking disgusting. And that is not washing your hands, okay? Let's be clear there. Let's start with that. Now, to the matter at hand. To the reason for this video. What happens is, these same women, or maybe even different women who are on the red. Mary comes to visit Shirley, right? Bloody Mary. They don't properly dispose of their sanitary items. And it is the most disgusting thing ever. I don't like to look at my own blood. What the fuck makes you think I want to see yours, nasty? It's fucking disgusting. All right? So, I decided to put together a bit of a how-to discard your sanitary items. Now, let's start here, right? Because this is probably the simplest one, right? The easiest one, right? But apparently it's not. And I'm going to waste some tissue today. And it's okay because I got a bunch left. It's okay. This is already a used roll. We're good. Tissue is meant to be used. And I think this is the proper use of the tissue I'm about to use. So, right? So you open up your tampon, right? You take it out, right? And then you insert it, right? You insert it, it goes in, boom, and it stays, right? Tag you're it, right? Boom. It's in there, it's soaking up all the blood, it's doing all this. Now what do you do with this? This doesn't stay inside of you, right? This doesn't stay inside of you, right? It's not a toy. You don't blow it. It's not a fucking whistle. It's none of that stuff. And you don't just fucking drop it in the garbage. All right? Because when you put it up inside of your pussy while you're on the red, boo, when you pull it out, depending on how heavy your flow is, sometimes you still got blood on the shit. Okay? Guys, I apologize in advance, but this is going to be quite vulgar, I guess. But I think it's necessary, right? So depending on how heavy your flow is, you might still have some blood spectacles on the fucking tampon, on the plastic part of the tampon. Discard it. You still got the little baggie? Stick it in there. Try not to touch your hand, right? Try not to touch your hand so you're not rubbing blood all over yourself. I mean, unless you're doing a blood ritual, hey, look. You're trying to keep your man or whatever it is you're trying to do. I don't know. Ain't none of my business, right? I'm not here for that. I don't do that. I don't know how. I thought about it, right? Because I'm single and all of that fun stuff. But this is not about a single video. But I thought about doing the blood ritual and all that stuff. But then I was like, well, what if I end up with something I really didn't want? And now I've got this person bound to me for life because I thought they were what I wanted. And now they're not, right? Well, Lisa, why are you playing with a bloody tampon? Well, it's not really bloody, but it is for purposes of this session. Anyway, so You see this little pouch that the tampon came in? Stick it back inside. Stick it back inside, right? Ta-da! It's away. Don't just throw it in the fucking garbage. Okay? I grew up believing no one should know you have your period. Therefore, when you're done, fold it over, right? And you can rip off maybe, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 or 5, right? Squares of toilet paper. You may not even need 4 or 5. Maybe even, I use a lot of tissue, so I'm not gonna front. I probably use more than 5, but it's me, right? And all you gotta do is roll it up. Like, I mean, there's no blood on it, right? So you can literally, while you're on the toilet, finishing your business, you can sit it on your lap, on your thigh, and just roll it up. See, that is too much tissue. But what I do is, right, so I roll it a little bit, and then when I can no longer see the packaging here, then I turn it this way, right? And then I fold it the long way. And then I come back this way, so that way, it just looks like a crumpled up piece of tissue. Boop! Now I can throw it away. Now I don't have all my bloody business all over the place for everybody to see, for everybody to be exposed to, and on top of that, don't nobody know what you have? Now, I mean, I don't think there are any STDs that are passed through the air, but still, some of you bitches be stinking. All right? Matter of fact, let's take it up a notch. After you're done doing your business, we'll talk about what you should be doing, right? But in the meantime, right? So now, you've inserted your tampon. It's doing whatever, right? Boom, right? Well, actually, this is before the insertion of the tampon, right? So you should open up your flushable wipes, not baby wipes. Baby wipes are not flushable. Unless it says flushable, they're not flushable. And they're gonna ruin your septic tank. And unless you don't own the home, you're gonna be in for a whole lot of money, right? And if you are renting, I don't know what the rights of the landlord are if you keep stopping up his freaking pipes with baby wipes and shit that shouldn't be in the pipes. So, get you some flushable wipes. In fact, you should keep these in the bathroom. You should keep a pack in your bag. I have one in each of my pocketbooks. Always, even when I'm not on the reg, right? I have one in each of my pocketbooks, and I have this dispenser in my bathroom, and I keep it in my bathroom as well, right? So when I'm on the reg, boom, I can clean up, flush, easy breezy done, right? Boom. So that's your wipes. Now, you've inserted your tampon, you're ready to be done, you've discarded your tampon properly. Now, some people don't use tampons. Some people have flows who are so heavy that they need to use a tampon and a maxi pad, right? So, right now, this maxi pad is already soiled, hypothetically speaking, like I wrote a little red on it or whatever. So we're gonna pretend it's a new and a used, right? Because I'm not gonna waste up all my tampons and maxi pads showing y'all how to fucking properly discard of a fucking maxi pad when most of you are my age, in your 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s even, and still don't know how to properly discard of your sanitary items. That's disgusting. The same way men hate to see hair all over the sink, I can guarantee you they don't want to see your bloody maxi pad or your bloody tampon in the motherfucking garbage or in the toilet. Okay? If I was a man, I wouldn't. I'm just saying, right? I mean, aren't you like disgusted when you see other women dispose of their sanitary items and all it is? So here it is, right? Now, do not throw this away because you will need it, right? These are always, not always. I hate always. I don't use always. I like Stay Free because I like the cotton feel, right? Stay Free, always is like that plastic. And when I used to use it when I was younger, it used to always give me a rash. And I think it's because the heat, you know, and the plastic and the friction and all of that stuff, right? Because whenever I went to the bathroom, I changed. Every time I go to the bathroom, that's another thing. Some women don't change their tampons and maxi pads every time they go to the bathroom. It's a mental thing for me. Maybe you don't have to, but I feel like sometimes I go to the bathroom and y'all stink. I smell your blood. And I think it's because you don't change your tampon or your maxi pad every time you go to the fucking bathroom. And if you are changing every time you go to the bathroom, you're not wiping properly. So you have dry blood all over your fucking pussy. So every time you go to the fucking bathroom, it's just more dry blood on top of dry blood on top of dry blood. And that shit fucking stinks. Thank you. I got that off of my chest. Now, you're not going to throw this away, right? So this is stay free with wings, right? Regular with wings. And we're going to take this middle part off and we can just set it aside, right? We're not just going to throw it in the garbage. Why? Because nobody's supposed to know you got your period, baby. Okay, so we're taking it out and then we're going to take the back off, right? Nowadays, the whole strip comes off with the whole back, right? So boom. Now, the new maxi pad, you're going to lay on your panties and you're going to flip the wings under. Voila. And of course, again, this is after you've cleaned up properly. Right? Voila. Now, what if you had on an old maxi pad and now you're replacing the maxi pad, right? Because you don't use tampons, or maybe you need to use a tampon and maxi pad in conjunction with a tampon, right? So now we have our soiled maxi pad, our soiled maxi pad. I just, I couldn't find my red pen, so I used a pink one. Sometimes blood looks pink, whatever. Anyway, let the red mat around it be the blood you need to see if you need to see blood. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some dudes are nasty and they like to see blood. Some dudes want to fuck you on the red. And sometimes that's okay if you're okay with that. That's up to you. But come on, baby. Like, when you're in public places, especially at work or restaurants and stuff like that, please, please, please do us a courtesy and properly dispose of your sanitary items. And if it says please don't flush, please don't flush. Just properly dispose. Now, okay, so you have replaced your tampon, right? And now you're gonna put in a new maxi pad, but you gotta get rid of the old one, right? So you get rid of the old one, you rip it up, right? And you can fold it over, or you can fold it under, or you don't have to fold it at all, right? Take it up, and then fold it. Fold it. See that? Fold it. Close it up. Or, can I open it back up? Or, lay it back on the wrapper. Put this little paper inside, and then fold it up. Either way is fine. Truly it is. Guess what I'm going to say? Don't throw it in the garbage. Why? Because what's going to happen is, especially for you chicks who do roll it up like this, you know what happens when your dumb asses throw it in the garbage? It goes in the garbage and then it fucking unravels again. So I still see all your fucking business and it's fucking disgusting. So please stop. It's nasty. I don't like it. It's really, really nasty. Think about the women who go to the bathroom and they have like their toddlers and stuff like that who is restless or whatever. Maybe this kid is no longer in a stroller or whatever, and you're there and you're hovering over the toilet and you're trying to get yourself clean, and kids like to get into shit, so the kid finds the little fucking garbage thing or whatever, and now the kid is looking in the garbage thing. God forbid you're not paying attention to your kid. Now this kid done touched somebody else's blood. Thank God this never happened to me, but I'm assuming it's probably happened at least once to somebody, because every parent doesn't see everything that their kid is doing, especially if you have multiples. So, now, you rolled it back up in your original wrapper, right? Most of you heifers disposed of it just like so. Now, they used to have it so it had a little tape where you could tape it back. For some reason, they don't have that tape anymore. Or did I do it the wrong way? Nope, didn't do it the wrong way. So they don't have that little tape anymore. And that's okay. Because you don't need it. Why? Good old tissue. And I'm not going to say the brand I'm using, but you can see it's a good brand, right? My son doesn't like Scott anymore. He said it's too hard. I grew up on Scott, but whatever. Anyway, so you see, I took a nice little strip of toilet paper, and I'm going to do the same thing with this that I do with the plastic tampon inserter. I'm going to roll it. Look, if y'all smoke and you roll blunts, it's not that different. It's just bigger. Just think of it like a big fucking spliff. Does that help? I don't know. Anyway. And then I roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. See, you don't want it to be too neat, but you want it to be kind of neat, right? So that way it doesn't unravel. And then when I throw it in the garbage, guess what? It just looks like tissue. I could have blown my nose on it, anything. Nobody knows. So now I've discarded of these 2 items, and nobody is exposed to my lady business. Nobody knows that I have lady business happening. And I smell fresh, so nobody smells it either. Thank you for joining my TED Talk. I appreciate you. Come back for more. I'm sure there'll be something else to talk about. Mwah.